Atlantis Aubry, and tonight I'm here with Compton AV.
What's good?
So thank you for joining me.
Most definitely.
So first off, we're going to talk about your album. For those who don't know your music, can you explain, Still Thuggin?
Still Thuggin. I did a chapter. I did the first Thuggin. Then I went to, of course, the Thugged Out, and the trilogy kept going. And now I'm back Still Thuggin again. I felt like the Thuggin era was my biggest, movement as far as my career. It's the biggest numbers I got, the biggest mixtape. I decided to make it an album this time.
Yeah. So what's your goal for this album?
Just to reach more people. I feel like hip hop is in I want to say downward.
Yeah.
Never disrespect hip hop, but the substance era is gone.
Gotcha.
We're trying to bring back this West Coast dominance that we used to have.
Kind of keep it like authentic,
Yeah.
What's your favorite song on that album?
I don't do that with my music. I got certain feelings, vibes that I'm in when I create these records. So to say a favorite, I would have to be in a mood.
Gotcha.
I have a favorite party song. I got a favorite emotional track with a girl. I got a favorite, song where I'm getting at people and being mad rapper. So it all depends on my state of mind at the time.
I have a question for you. In an interview a while ago, you mentioned how the word thuggin doesn't necessarily mean gangbang, so it's not like a negative connotation. And for you, I remember you said it's something more like you're going hard, you're representing for your people, you're protecting yourself. Can you elaborate on that word a little bit more?
Thuggin, rebel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It sounds a little bit more harsh than rebel, but you go against the grain. You go get it a certain way. When everybody else can complain about going to work, you wake up, do a graveyard shift, and you thug it out. It could be 3 a.m. and you don't want to wake up. You know what I mean? Just that thugging mentality said, man, I got to win. I got to get up. I got to go.
You're just going hard for it?
Going hard for it. So, that's what I feel like thugging means.
Gotcha. Well, I think it's a good thing that you could use that word and make it a positive connotation, and especially as a black male artist, that's what you're depicted as anyway, in society. So it's kind of good to say, this is who I am, but I get to own it first. You know what I mean?
And like I said, Pac was one of the smartest people that ever lived.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that was his favorite thing, thug life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So big shout out to Pac, rest in peace, bro. But it's he was a rebel. They looked at him different. He's seen the world through a different pair of eyes, And to this day, nobody's in hip hop have been to surpass him. So what he's seen back then had to be, he's seen this type of era coming. He's seen where hip hop was going to spiral to. He's seen where the world was going to spiral to, and he tried to use it for change. And everybody looked at him like he was
kind of
tripping
crazy.
Because he was thugging.
He was kind of different. Yeah, I gotcha. He's thugging.
So
Also, I remember you said for this album, it's kind of more like being a role model, pretty much, right? And I remember verbatim, you said that this album is being about what a black man should be, correct?
Yes. Go ahead.
So my question is, what exactly is your message to those boys in the hood who are struggling, who have no role model?
I don't have nobody inside the industry.
Yeah.
I am the first person in my family to even get into this thing we call music.
Yeah.
So I didn't have no handouts.
Yeah.
Just woke up in Compton. How am I going to get millions of people to listen to my music?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you starting, the neighborhood get behind you, and then you go and you start seeing different faces as far as race. You know what I mean? I see the whites, the brown people coming out. You know what I mean? My culture, Asians, I start seeing them coming out.
Nice to kind of change.
And they ask you questions. How you feel about this? Or, hey, I like how you post your daughter on your Instagram and your Snap.
Yeah.
It's like they're telling me what to do. I'm bringing my life into my music as much as possible.
Yeah.
And that's why they fell in love with me.
Yeah.
And you see my daughter on my album cover.
Yeah. I was actually going to bring that up too.
So it's like, the world knows I have a baby.
Yeah.
They know how dear she is to me.
Yeah.
What I would do for her. The level I'm willing to go for her. You know what I mean? And I want to show it. I want to bring it out.
I saw for your album cover, you got a lot of criticism for that because they said, why do you have a gun and your daughter's in the shot? From what I got, it looks like you're saying, this is my lifestyle. Yeah, I'm a thug, but you're my daughter and I'm going to protect you regardless. That's what I got from it. So could you explain to those who, are kind of like misled?
I think everybody. There's a younger generation that doesn't understand that doesn't have kids.
Yeah.
So I understand it, but everybody understands that.
Yeah.
It's just the internet gives you a place to be wild. and be crazy.
True.
So that's why I put it up there, just because I wanted those wild people to say something too. But at the end of the day, they knew what I was touching on.
Yeah.
Anybody that loves their family, it just happened to be my daughter on the album cover. I could be hugging my mother.
True.
I could be handshaking my brother on my album cover with a gun in my hand. They gonna, you know what I mean? So it's like,
I gotcha.
I chose my dearest. That's my baby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's 9 years old and her father is in hip hop. One of the most dangerous effing games that's out here right now. You know what I mean? Due to the haters and nobody wanting you to make it in the city I come from. So it's I did it to start it's a conversational piece. You know. Is it something that you're willing to explain to her when she's older, by chance? Yeah, most definitely. I talk to my baby about everything. She's 9, like I said, and she's starting to become, she's getting into a woman. Yeah. And I need to be able to speak to her for the rest of her life. Yeah, definitely. So I'm preparing her right now, for sure.
Does she listen to your music or no?
Just the commercial music.
Like what songs, for example?
Like Money Dance.
Money Dance, the other ones?
My money when they're edited.
Yeah, I gotcha.
But just going on there listening to my music, no. But if she hear my voice, she knows her daddy.
I'm just curious. So, how do you stand out from other West Coast rappers? How do you move?
I would say my voice, first of all. I just don't sound like me.
True.
But on another note, I'm just me. Yeah. I'm not super brolic, turned up. Yeah. I'm cool. Just don't step on my shoes. We A1. And I move regular, and I embrace. Before I push off. Yeah. I embrace. Yeah. So a lot of people give me a thumbs up due to they expect me to be more cocky. If you look at my gram, I'm cocky. I'm turned up. I show my jewelry. I show money, but that's just to motivate my section. If you understand where I come from, that's the first thing you do. You know what I mean? Look what I got. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's like you get some new rims on your car. You buy a new car. True. You gonna go take a picture and post on Instagram. Yeah, trying to flex really. It's just when I bought my first car, Instagram wasn't around, so I wasn't able to post it. Yeah. So now I can just post it. It's different now. So I feel like people look at it like that, but like the most thing I get is my voice, what I stand for in today's time, me not doing what the rest of these young rappers is doing for fame. Go ahead. I saw a video that you posted actually a while ago, and you were talking about clout chasers and how, you were kind of irritated about it, and you said that, the wrong people get respect. So do you feel like you're underrated in a sense? Most definitely. Yeah. I feel like everybody that was great was underrated. Then you crack, and when you crack, you show a different type of integrity or a different aggressiveness. Yes. And they tune in because that's what they like. I think it's just respectful when, clout chasers, they try to put on this image that they're from a certain area and they go through a struggle when it's not their life. And there are rappers such as yourself who have gone through the struggle. And, people are imitating you guys in a certain way. We blame, first of all, and someone taught me this, I wouldn't even take the full credit, but we're blaming the artist. Yeah. The artist is doing whatever he has to do to make it out of the situation that he calls a struggle. Okay. The people entertain it so much, they make the artist feel like that's the way to keep going. Oh, gotcha. And that's the part that irritates me, because I'm starting to realize that, you guys are treating this like it's a game. It's okay to have fun. Yeah. And once you keep doing it, it's like a person joking. It's cool the first time, second time, third time. Hey, stop, my nigga. Stop. It's annoying now. It's way too annoying now. It's everywhere now. And they're bringing hip hop down with it. You know what I mean? It's I shouldn't hear this. You a real nigga. Why do I hear that so much? I hear that all the time. That means everybody else fake Everyone says that. Everyone says that to me. That's whack. I remember you didn't hear that. No. I remember a time you didn't hear that. You hear that? It was just you dope, you working, you hard, you talking that shit. Not you a real nigga. What's the first time when you meet me, you're talking about just a real nigga? It's like trying to prove something. I did nothing but shake your hand. You listen to my music and I shake your hand, I'm a real nigga. Go look at the stuff that I do. When people call me for a sweet 16, they can't afford it, and I just do it because it's someone's birthday, and I show up. Or I go to these schools and I talk to these kids and tell them something about my struggle. Or I get on Instagram and do stuff talking about you can make it without doing this to yourself and doing this to shift your image. I try to do a bunch of stuff that I don't even got to say I'm a real nigga. Yeah. Do people see you as a clout chaser, though? Because I know, for example, you don't drink or you don't smoke. So people might be like, oh, you're just faking it. That's not your lifestyle. So I'm going to say this. Back when I was younger, that was just me trying to trying to get them to relate.
Yeah.
You know, you write music. When I write my music, I'm in control.
Yes.
Same thing as all of these trap rappers that say they sold all these drugs. If you were selling all these drugs, nigga, you wouldn't be rapping. You know what I mean? And no one can sell that many drugs, bro, and rap about it and not be in prison. Or nobody can kill that many people and rap about it and not be in prison too.
On yourself,
so I feel like we understand that music is respected. Some of these people don't even write their music. So let's get to that first. I write all my music.
Yeah.
So when I write, you're just coming to my world. I reached the age, and I say this was like 7 or 8 years ago, when I stopped rapping as if I did it. Now I rap as if you turned up, you did it, and I was just there to witness it. So if you listen to my music, my new music, you don't even hear me say I do it at all. You know what I mean? I'm past that. I've grown up. I'm not a kid no more. I rap about my realities. And I feel like everybody got a starting point, you know? Your homie smoking and drinking, you gonna say, hey man, I remember we was at the party chilling, I'm just rapping what's going on in my world, my life. So don't fault me for that. You know what I mean? The worst thing I ever did in my music was lie about smoking and drinking a cup. That's it. Everything else you hear me rap about, facts, period.
Well, do you think, because the generation is based on trends these days, do you think there's something you have to hold on to? I remember a while ago you said that jerking was a thing, and that was like about 7 years ago, this interview you did. You said we have to kind of hold on to certain things to kind of keep hip-hop going. So is that something that you still think, or have you changed your mind?
Nah. You know what I mean? I feel like jerking era was the most important moment we had.
Yes.
It gave us a time where local can become mainstream again.
Yeah.
And I don't think enough people understand how, and that's what I mean about this is my world. I create the world. If you listen to my music back then, the kids were just jerking to it. But I was totally, in my raps, I was against jerk. If you listen to it, I say I be high on perp and my pants too low. I don't jerk. I'm from Compton. My pants is sagging. There's no way I can get on the ground and do what you dudes do. But I respect it. I never said, fuck jerk. I was just like, cool. This is what y'all doing. I'm just telling you my version.
Yeah, I gotcha.
You know what I mean? Like my version of what's going on. So this is my world. I paint these pictures I want. And like I said, Pac did it. Snoop did it. If Snoop wanted the whole world to smoke weed, he know how to make the album to make the whole world smoke weed. If I want the whole world to pay attention to being a fatherhood, of taking care of their family, I write these moments and I put these down. So, like I said, I just create the world. I feel like everything that West Coast hip hop did, or just hip hop in general, is important. Yeah. You know what I mean? You look at all of these dudes across the world, they're gangbanging. There's only one side that do it for real. Everybody else is fashionable, but people are still dying over those colors over here. That's okay for them to do it. But when we do it, we get caught at the mall, or we get caught at the swap meet, or we get caught at the liquor store, and there's a price to pay for that. So like I said, yeah, we got to hold on to our moments. West Coast, we're going to hold on to everything, for sure, forever. That's one of the realest moments we ever had in hip-hop. No disrespect to no other city. Yeah. But when you think about it, real, and what they was talking about and how they knew each other and how they was inside the labels, yeah, most definitely everybody wanted to be like the West.
So you think there's a sense of unity in Compton? Or is that what you're trying to keep in your music? I remember you said you want to keep, everyone united.
Yeah, I'm going to be man enough to say this. No, there's not a lot of unity in Compton. Yeah. The seat is open. And when the seat is open, everybody wants to sit down in the kingdom chair and be the king. So right now we just scrambling and fighting for who the king. And then there's certain people that think they're the king, and you got certain people that think you're not the king. And there's certain people that rub you the wrong way, and then there's competition. You're not better than me. So how could you be the king? You might be bigger than me. Yes. But you're not better than me. Yes. So you can't be the king.
Is there a mutual respect with some of these Compton rappers? I know we have Kendrick, obviously. I
respect all my Compton rappers. I just want to get that straight up. Yeah. When I say competition, I'm a true artist at heart. Yeah. And the first thing come with an MC is being able to respect the next man. And if they dope, they dope. Of course. So I respect every Compton rapper, period. Just because you was able to get your name heard, and even the names that you said. If I hear those names, they're doing something right. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I actually know AD personally. I know Kendrick personally. I know a lot of the Compton rappers personally. So to see them escalate and go higher in their career, who am I to say anything? Yeah, of course. Win. So yeah, I feel like Compton up no matter what. Yeah, Compton up no matter what. But we know there's a fine line in competition.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like the chair being in, I don't want to say void or being vacant, us all rushing and going hard for that can put West Coast hip hop back on top again. Sure.
I was looking through your Instagram a while ago and I saw AD commented on your post and he was like, oh yeah, we started this music shit together. So tell us about that a little bit. What's your relationship
I know
with AD?
I can't say bro is in the hip hop circuit heavy. He understands the party music. He understands how the club moves.
Yeah.
And he understands the battle and and being competitive side of it as well. And that's why I touched on that. First thing to an MC is understanding that when you come here, people going to want to get at you.
Yep.
People want to be like you. People are going to want to steal from you.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like
take advantage
you have
of
to be ready for this whole thing that hip hop comes with. And not to sway off the subject, but yeah, big shout outs to AD because there was a time where he was in the background and he just played it real well. He waited for his time. He bounced out when it was his time, and he had utmost respect for rappers that was around him that were ahead of him at the time.
Yeah.
And that's the reason God is blessing him for him to push forward and go forward in his career. And I feel like we all should do that.
Yeah.
Be competitive, but just don't stop me. Let me go as I let you go. Let's flourish and make this West Coast thing back with us because we're going to be old one day and we're going to all be laughing at each other like, bro, remember we had that little beef and it
oh yeah.
You know, you was just younger, bro. We was younger. So big shout outs to AD.
So you think that support in Compton kind of keeps you going as an artist?
Got to. I got to. Compton's been, when you think even LA rappers are California rappers, Compton rappers have the most, they have their foot in the game.
Yeah.
They're stamped as the rappers. Even when you mention rappers right now, you got YG, Problem, Westside Boogie. You know what I mean? The list goes on. AD, Compton AV.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Rappers in Compton just keep, we got them. You know, it just keep going. Yeah. Like.
When you first heard your hit on the radio back then, what was your first move? What was your mentality back then versus now?
Got radio, been wanting radio, got club support. How do we get the outside of California to play my music? So I began this radio run. I started touching like Denver. I think we did Houston. You know what I mean? Trying to get the records played. And I think Houston actually picked it up, matter of fact, So just trying to get bigger. I think radio here is so, I don't want to say local because it's big, but at the time, it was like, okay, I'm already big. People scream, oh, you're on the radio. It was cool. My price went up as far as needing the clubs, but this ain't it. I got to figure out how to make this worldwide. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm promoting on, you do stuff like, you know, my sister went to the Navy, and one of my people is like, he's like overseas and somebody else stays in Atlanta.
Yeah.
They're congratulating me about being on the radio, but they can't hear it because it's here. So your mind say, I'm on the radio, yeah. And then somebody say, congratulations, man, I wish I could have heard it. I'm in Atlanta. I'm on there, I ain't on the radio in Atlanta. So how do I get to the radio in Atlanta? That was what my mind was thinking. So celebration and then back to work.
So in a way, you never stop growing pretty much.
Yeah.
Even though you're successful, you never stop pushing it.
No, can't do that.
And real quick, I'm just curious. So who's in your circle of people? Because I know a lot you talk about Corrupt, you talk about Snoop, and, you know, DJ Quick and how they were kind of there for you as like a mentor. So are they in your circle, you'd say? Yeah,
most definitely. Snoop is real. Like, he's like a big influence in my career right now. Just the game he give me, it's like the type of person he is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So big. This is big Snoop Dogg. Nothing's bigger than Snoop Dogg. And you text him, he hit you right back, or DM and he hit you back. You know what I mean? Or he's reposting your video.
Oh, yeah.
So that's dope. And then to go to a show and you be like, hey, I'm Compton AV and DJ Quick being from Compton. What's up, Compton AV?
They're legends,
what's up,
too.
Compton? And you like, oh, I'm running it. I got the torch now. My name got Compton in it. So I got to hold it down.
So now you're part of the legacy
now. And Too Short come through, E40 come through. And these are names that made it. It just give you a sense of I'm on the right path.
Yeah,
if they know my name, everybody can
doing
know
something right.
Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, for sure.
So growing up on 124th in Compton, I had to ask, because I know it's different in our communities now from gentrification. You know, everyone's losing their homes now. So because it's going to be changing, is there anything that you would say as an artist to kind of keep us together as a community?
First of all, Compton up. Yes, I want to say this. Violence is much better, but we can control it more. Don't allow these people to move us out of our homes, take our kids from schools with their friends that they can chase dreams with. That's the biggest thing. These kids are growing up playing sports together. Mm-hmm. And the first thing my mother did was like, I'm gonna move you out the hood. Mm-hmm. It's devastating. Don't move me out the hood. All my friends stay in the hood.
Yeah.
So then that's another thing that made me rebellious, because she actually did do that. And then for a long time, I started getting bad grades and all that. And she knew it wasn't because I was a bad kid. She knew it was because I moved school. I always had straight A's.
So it's like you kind of lost your home in a way, you're saying?
And that can mentally break a child growing up. Uh-huh. You know what I mean? And we gotta stay strong. We gotta keep our people together, whatever race it is.
Oh yeah.
And just put me using my platform to just put more belief back in my city. You know what I mean? YG do it. Kendrick come through, win awards. It just give motivation, and that's what we got to do. We got to put it back in here so we can keep our home. A lot of people own those houses in Compton, so they're trying to pay big amounts of money and then move these people out. Like, so when they move, do they own the house that they moved to, or they rent out the house that they moved to? You're taking something that someone owns away from them because you're flashing money in front of their face. But then the kid has to suffer. Yeah. He's growing up with all his friends and they're outside playing.
It's just different too, you know, just like driving by, it's kind of sad for me because I grew up in LA, you know.
And now, did you move? I moved because I had to. But I always go home and I'm welcome home.
Yeah.
It's just fame they knocking on the door asking for CDs. I'm on the radio. You can't still be living in Compton like that. So no one pushed me or kicked me out. So I left willingly. So I have but if somebody pushed me out or made me leave because of this certain reason, I would feel some type of way. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to make all of the residents and the people in Compton feel some way if they push out. And Watts too, because I heard they trying to do that to the project.
Yep.
Trying to push them all to Lancaster or something. Yeah.
So how would you like to leave your mark in Compton if anything does change? How would you like to be remembered as Compton AV?
I never stopped. I didn't do no type of weird stuff to make it to the top. If you go back from the beginning of the time and listen to all my raps, I always made sense. I always said everything I said because I wanted to. And this was true life events and true life stories that happened in Compton AV's life. So you don't have to question nothing. Yeah. Just listen to my music and say, wow, that's what was happening. Same thing I do when I listen to Snoop or I listen to, and they was dissing each other. You like, dang, that was happening? I just want to leave my mark like that, you know, real. And that lasts forever. And hopefully somebody do a movie on Compton AV in 2080. You know what I mean? And that's what we're trying to do, man. Hopefully I can live in this hip-hop game just as long as Tupac's name is nigga. I don't think he's going nowhere ever. Yeah, I mean, it could be 40 years from now, you're going to always know Tupac.
Are you still connected with LMKR?
Yeah. All my boys, all the ones that I want to be from LMKR are still around. Yeah. And then you got the ones that think they're from LMKR and they're not.
So it's only certain people then that you keep in contact with?
Yeah, it's I keep up with the ones that love outside of music that just call me bro and really mean it. Like, bro. Yeah. Not, oh, you Compton AV now. You know what I mean? I was AV LMKR. Yeah, you different. You know what I mean?
Hollywood.
Like bro, as in my brother. Like, you know what I mean? And, yeah, and I still got the real ones that deserve. And LMKR come with a lot of people that just press play just because it says LMKR. You know what I mean? I'm willing to give that to anybody that's willing to work, have their heart in the right place, and do dope music. Now, for all the rest of them dudes that's thinking they're going to use LMKR for a paycheck, yeah. Just don't do it, buddy.
Yeah. What are your further career goals for your music?
Just put out, try to get past this Still Thuggin. I mean, everybody's wondering what's next. Still Thuggin open up the door to everybody knowing, oh, you really rapping, like, you know what I mean? So worldly events is happening every day, and my mind is soaking it up. I can't wait to see what my next project is going to go. And the trial I'm going to go through this time, I'm going to approach it different. I don't know if I'm going to have all the beats done before I start. I don't know if I want to just do rapping on just basses and then adding the track around. I don't know what approach I'm going to take. All I'm going to know is this next project that I'm doing is going to be much more potent, much more stronger, much more relatable. And if you love the city of Compton or you love LA and what we stand for in our culture, I will most definitely put more in it, because I feel like we are kicking the door down finally in the hip hop sense, and we deserve to be back on top.
Can we expect any shows, any tours coming up, anything new? I'm
putting together a tour. I got a show that I'm putting together at Novo. I got shows I'm putting together at Observatory Lounge and OC. We got some big shows coming up for sure. I'm getting some dates. I had a date. I pushed it back because they needed artists, like all the artists that I'm going to bring. They need to check their background, if they're welcome. And that kind of held me back. Shouts to you artists that's messing up your names, man. Keep your names clean, bro. I had the show. I was going to bring you out. It was set. It was lit. And then they told me, you can't bring him because he's a bad. And I'm like, no, he's actually doing well now.
You can't bring everybody with you, so.
Yeah, but it'd have been dope to bring him out.
True.
They love him. True. People love him right now.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Compton AV.
That part. Still thugging the album out right now, too.
Still thugging.
Yeah, keep that. Don't blur none of y'all. This is the real. Keep that. Look, still thugging the album out right now, man. If you like real, positive, motivation, street, quality music, Still Thuggin' is where you should run to for sure, man. Big shouts to all the up-and-coming rappers that's doing their thing right now, man. Everybody is doing their thing, man. Savvy Third, they say Blueface, bleed them. You know what I'm saying? Big shouts to my boy Jabba, too, man. He down right now, but he be back. 03 Greedo, man. Keep doing your thing, bro. In there, out there, man. You're doing what you're doing, man. Joe Moses, keep winning. YG, Problem, AD, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, man. If I missed you, I'm sorry, but, man, you know what we're trying to do. Drakeo, man. Free Drakeo. Everybody that's doing something. Ralph the Plug, man. Everybody, man. Keep winning, man. I just want to do a side note because we are the West Coast, man, and they finally paying attention. We're finally becoming mainstream. We got to take care of this thing we call home. So yeah, dub up. Big shouts to all the cloud chasers too. We love y'all.
That's my mentality too. Is Still Thuggin'.
Slap a cloud chaser shirts coming soon. Kill a cloud chaser shirts coming soon. Shoot a cloud. Yeah, that part.
Do the money dance.
On the cloud chaser shirts coming soon. We in here.